Hello, what is going on, everyone? My name is Crispy, and I'm finally back with an updated Nachia build. This build is going to be using her wolf. It's going to keep you very safe, and honestly, there's like pretty much no ways to die unless there's not something for you to hit. So it's a very, very safe and tanky build, and it's going to perform very well in any difficulty. So, for my starting skills, of course, have Moonlight Pact. This is for the wolf summon. Very, very good summon. Much better than the Sylvan Call overall. I did try out Serpent's Blessing. It's an ultimate, though. It's not very good compared to Nature's Whisper, because we're going to have certain things on Nature's Whisper that's going to make it essential for this build. And then we have Heart of the Pact. I looked at her second passive, and it was not going to be better than Heart of the Pact. So, I'm going to go ahead and run with that. So, for the skill tree, as you can see, I don't have anything from Destruction. I'm filling those slots with other things, so nothing from the Destruction tree is going to be on this build. For your life tree, I have Waltz Practice to apply the buffs to myself as well. I have Steadfast Bond, and this is gonna boost the healing that she is giving to the wolf, which can hit massive numbers. I have Life is Sacred to increase the healing and barrier to myself and allies. And I have Bestow Willpower to make the wolf unstoppable sometimes if he's getting pushed around. I also have Unconditional Love for the reduced cost of the Shrines of Guidance, because I like to run the Dust Shrines instead of the HP ones. I have Second Wind for the extra life just in case you mess up. Very useful. I have Regenerative Skin for the increased healing and barrier. Very good. And I have Threat Detection for the increased dodge cooldown, which I've been using a lot more recently, so I see how useful it is. For Imagination, I don't have any of her personal stuff. I have Sharp Negotiator, reduce the price of gold for merchants. Primordial Chaos for the extra orb. Chance. Intersecting Memories to get a random level 4 memory at the start of your adventure. Monstrous Charm for the 2 additional items in the shop. Dismantle and Analyze to get random dream dust from enemies. It's not super useful, but it's good early. And then Black Market for the 3 rerolls, which is very important. For her flexible skills, I have Death Waltz, which is going to increase the amount of charges on her Moonlight Pact by 1, but you're going to slash a wide area around, which is very, very good and very useful. And then I have Pact of Destiny, which is going to give Nachia 50% of the healing from the Moonlight Pact slash attack, which is massive, and her overshield's going to be crazy with the Essence of Guidance. I also have Nature's Command. This is very important because essentially when you press this, it's going to teleport the wolf to where your cursor is, so you can just manipulate the wolf however you want around the battlefield. I also have Micromanaging, which is what you're going to be doing, is micromanaging this wolf. So it's going to reduce the cooldown of this ability by 70%, but also reduce the attack speed bonus it gives, which is not important at all. So it's essentially just nothing but a benefit, reducing the cooldown of this ability by 70%. But that is it for the skill tree. And you can see how I have things placed here, just based on the pictures. So now I'm going to go and take a look. For starting skill, if you can start the Chipped Glacial Core, it's not essential for the build, but if you can start it, it's going to boost your damage by a little bit early on and more so later. The easiest way to get this in game is to go to one of those Shrines of Ascendancy, I think it's called, and boost like random legendary or epic essences up to unique, because you only have a 1 in 3 chance of getting it when you get to unique, because there's only 3 different unique essences. So, going back to the main menu, going to be taking a look at the essences that you're going to be putting in the particular memories. So, go down to her skills. So, starting with Moonlight Pact. Let me pull this up. So, for Moonlight Pact, the first and one of the most important things to have for this ability is the Essence of Overload. This does pretty much nothing but benefits you. You're going to sacrifice 20% of your health to then deal 45% extra damage and healing, which scales very well. And your wolf is already healing for a ton, should be healing you for a ton. So essentially, you're going to be sacrificing 20% of your health constantly, but you're going to heal back way more than that with every cast. So it's very good. The second thing you're going to need is an Essence of Guidance. This is going to give you a massive overshield every time you perform that swipe attack with your wolf. And essentially, this is pretty much how you stay pretty much invincible towards the end of the run and into the overtime. The third thing that you're going to need is an Essence of Efficiency. Now, this starts off like subpar, but essentially, once you get this Essence of Efficiency up to around 75%, you're able to pretty much have little to no cooldown on your Moonlight Pact, assuming you have it at like levels 15, 20 plus. So that's it for that ability. Now, going back, we're going to take a look at Nature's Whisper. Now, Nature's Whisper is pretty much the main thing you want out of this ability is the reduced cooldowns. So, I've actually found that the Essence of Obsidian is very useful. If I can find it. Can't find it. I thought... Here it is. Essence of Obsidian. So this has really good scaling. Essentially, if you put like 3 or 4 upgrades into this, it'll pretty much take your Nature's Whisper off of cooldown in just one hit with the wolf, or one hit from your basic attack. So it's very good. Next, since the ability has such a low cooldown, you're going to want to put Iron Body on it. This is going to give you armor and make you unstoppable, which is going to allow you to pretty much be invincible and make sure you don't get crowd controlled and then lose your shield and then die. And the third thing, if you have it, you can put it on the Chipped Glacial Core. This can really be on any ability, but I have it on this one just because it's a nice slot for it. And this is going to turn all the healing that you're receiving from your wolf into damage and shoot the damage at the nearby enemies. So it's very good. Now, after that, you can essentially choose any memory from Purgatory to Mental Corruption, anything that you find in your run, and you're going to throw 3 particular things on this. Now, the first thing you're going to start with is the Essence of Snow, which is going to shoot faster based on the massive barriers that you're receiving. Let's shoot a bunch of snowballs. The second very good thing, and this is just for passive HP growth, is the Essence of Frost. This is going to boost your max HP pretty much every single time one of those snowballs hits. It says 5 seconds, but I was getting stacks way faster than 5 seconds. So, I don't believe that. And the last thing is going to be the Essence of Rigidity. This is just going to provide you with some passive barrier growth. In addition to the massive barrier you're getting from your wolf. Or from your Moonlight Pact swipe, I should say. Now, to discuss priority for upgrades in the run, I would prioritize getting Moonlight Pact to about plus 10 to plus 12 as soon as possible, because you need the damage from the skill, and it's the benefit from getting this up is better than getting any of the other things up for the actual, any of the other essences up for the actual build. The next thing I would focus on is getting your Essence of Efficiency to around 50% reduced cooldown. This is going to feel pretty good for the point in the game that you're at when you do this. The next thing I would focus on is getting your Essence of Overload to around 110 to 120% bonus damage and healing. After that, you can focus your Essence of Guidance, just a couple upgrades, get it to like 60-70% increased healing. Then we're gonna move on to your Nature's Whisper. So essentially, you just want to get your Nature's Whisper to the point where it's one hit off cooldown. So you could put 3 or 4 upgrades into this Nature's Whisper skill, and then you can go to your Essence of Obsidian and just upgrade it enough to where it takes your ability off cooldown in one hit. After that, you're pretty much free to keep upgrading Moonlight. Where is it at? Moonlight Pact, and upgrade all the essences on it pretty evenly. And then if you want, you can go and upgrade the Chipped Glacial Core after things start getting more expensive, and this is going to boost your overall damage and help a lot with getting to the bosses more quickly. But real quick, I'm going to do a showcase of what the build can do and go from there. So this was a run I was doing. I had gone to fight the hunters because I was trying to get an achievement, and as you can see, I'm getting hit by a lot of things, but as long as I'm hitting something, I pretty much can't die because I'm having 300, 500,000 plus overshields, and it's keeping me very safe. But you can see, like, the transition periods where there's no enemies, I'm really kind of antsy because I know if I get hit, essentially I'm just dead, right? But that's pretty much it for the build. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. And you guys can subscribe if you want to see more of my builds. I'm going to be coming out with as many as I can. I still need to do one for the other character. I forgot what her name is. Let's see. Yeah, I still need to do one for Arena. So I'll work on that as soon as I figure something out and go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.